So today we've got the keys to an Aston Martin DBS. We're going to jump in, go for a drive and see what it's like. What a noise! In fact, it's got so much power, unless you've got the traction control fully on all the time, it will just sit there doing smoky burnouts when you're trying to go anywhere. Jesus Christ! What a beast this thing is! It's almost got too much power, if that it makes any sense at all, which I know it doesn't, but it's so powerful. It just totally overwhelms the rear tyres, which I guess is part of the fun, but I mean, this is a quick car. So this is the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, and I mean, look at the thing. Isn't it the best looking car you've ever seen in your life? What a stunning car. It also happens to have 715 horsepower and more torque than you could ever need, and it's just an incredible package. There's a bit of a story behind the name Superleggera. Obviously you would have recognised that name from Lamborghinis of past. It's an Italian name, and when Ferrari launched the 812 Superfast, Aston Martin was saying, well, why have they called their Italian car by an English name, Superfast? I know what we'll do. We'll call our rival to it the Superleggera and use some Italian language. And that's just what they've done. Superleggera obviously means super light. I mean, it still weighs 1,800 kilos, so it's not exactly a featherweight, but it is lighter than the car that it was based on, the DB11. I've actually driven the DB11 and it was alright. It was okay. This is a different league. This is just full-on muscle car, super GT, and it's an absolute animal. I can't stress to you how fast this car is on public roads, because it's just nuts. You know, 4th gear, 5th gear pulls, it's insane. You go full throttle in this thing and it's like a hyperspace button. It's just insanely fast. So inside the cabin, it is pretty much still DB11. You can get different touches, but most of them are optional. So I mean, you can get all this around here, all finished in carbon fibre, or forged carbon, or chopped up carbon, whatever they call it. But apart from that, it's pretty much DB11. I think the steering wheel's different to the DB11. I mean, it's a nice place to be. It's an Aston Martin. It's finished beautifully. It's got amazing leather hides all over the place, all over the cabin, the dash, the doors. So, I mean, in absolutely no way is it a bad interior. It's just a DB11 interior. But, like I say, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Just insane. I don't know how they've done it with a turbocharged car, making it sound that good. That is impressive. Very impressive. That's in Sports Plus mode, which is, they've said they don't have race mode on this. It's GT, Sports and Sport Plus. In Sport Plus, it sounds like that, an absolute animal. But if you have it in GT mode, quieten everything down, go through the gears, it quietens up, down, and it is a comfortable, refined, proper long distance GT car. I feel you could just cover continents in this with such ease. This would be like if you spent a lot of time in the south of France or somewhere, you could blast down through France with no trouble at all, without getting out and your ears bleeding and your back being broken. It's just a comfortable long distance cruiser. When you arrive in Monaco, Sports Plus, and just terrorise the place. Just make all the noise you want and really show off how much money you got, because you will need a fair bit of money to buy one of these cars. List price is around £250,000, depending on options. So yeah, it's not a budget car, but it doesn't need to be. It's an Aston Martin. It's what they do best. So like I mentioned, I mean, this is a stupidly fast car. Make no mistake, this is insanely fast. But yes, I jump in and out of fast cars often, but you know, I was just throwing the keys to this morning, jumped in it, and away you go. So it's not intimidating. You feel safe, you feel secure. At no point does it feel scary fast. Well, actually, that's a lie. It does feel scary fast, but it feels like the car is always looking after you. So, you know, you don't have to be a racing driver to get in this and get the most out of it. The computer systems will help you out when they need to. So if you've liked what you've seen and you fancy one of these, get in touch, go onto our Instagram, send us a DM. That's at Premier Sports UK. I'm always there, always answering inquiries, so come and send us a message. Next up, we've actually got another Aston Martin. Aston have giving us another car to make a video on, the new Vantage. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like. So I'll see you then.